It's time for another stock review using our software, which we run through AlphaSpread and here on Martyn Lucas Investor. This is where I give my opinion of a stock. It's not financial advice, but I'm going to share with you the intrinsic value, our price targets, insider trading, who's buying it, who's selling it, the balance sheet, should you buy it or not, looking at the website, seeing what the business looks like, how it compares to the S&P, back test. It's a full review of the stock. We start simple and we get deeper and deeper over the next 10-15 minutes, and we do this for our members. If you are a member and you want me to review a stock, I will do this for you. We do have a few to do right now, so if you do a super chat, I'll bump it to the top and I will do it straight away during a live show. So this is the first time I'm looking at it. I'm just looking at the information and presenting it to you in the most honest way. If I don't like something, I will say so. I'm not here to promote a stock or tell everybody how wonderful it is. I'm just here as an investor to find opportunities to invest. Click subscribe and ring the bell if you are new here, and as always, tap the like button. Let's go into GoPro. Let's start basic and let's build our way in as we get deeper and deeper into the numbers. So first of all, GoPro. What is GoPro? Not everybody's familiar with it. Of course, you might well be, but not everybody is. If you're watching me on AlphaSpread, hello to you. Welcome to our viewers who are watching me on AlphaSpread, where we review the stock as well. So thanks to all of you guys. What is GoPro? Well, gauges in manufacturing, selling camera and camera accessories. I think most people are familiar with it, but just in case, the firm provides mountable and wearable cameras and accessories, which it refers to as capture devices. All right, the CEO is Nicholas Woodman. First thing we want to do is, who is Nicholas Woodman? Go and do some research. What is his success in businesses, this company, and so on and so forth. All right, 877 employees. Been around for a while now, but it's a small company. In California, 2002, in fact. That's how long it's been around as a publicly traded company. Maintenance requirement. That tells you it's high risk. If you were buying this using margin, they would put 100% maintenance requirement on it. The lowest is 25, the highest is 100. So it's regarded as a volatile, risky stock. Okay. Market cap, 481 million. It loses money as far as a shareholder is concerned. The company might make money. We'll come on to that in a minute. But remember, we're not fan clubs. We're not joining fan clubs. We're not fans of anything. We're here going, if I give you X, are you going to give me double, triple, quadruple what I give you? That's what we're doing. We're investors, not gamblers, joining a fan club because it sounds sexy and rock and roll. And GoPro does sound quite cool. I've used the services myself. But does it return a profit to the investor? Well, so far, no, it doesn't. It's losing money. $9.90 is the price to the earnings ratio. No dividend here. We're just looking at growth. So if there's no growth, what's the point? All right. Let's have a look. Low today is 301, 52-week low 241, high today 312, and 52-week high 657. So some volatility there, I think we'll agree. All right, let's have a little look down. We are going to get deeper into it in a minute. We're just looking at it basically right now. So, as you can see, we've had a period of time where the stock is making money and then it fell away and it's starting to lose money, but it's starting to improve over time. Now, these are the reports. We always report the earnings for stocks that we are involved with. We report the earnings. When you see the dark green, that's the analyst expectations. Wall Street saying, we expect you to do this, and then that's what they actually did. It's not the company who sets out their expectation, it's the analysts. So remember, an analyst can swing wildly all over the place and predict all kinds of things. Doesn't mean to say the company isn't doing well, but the analysts expected it to do better. And of course, Wall Street don't really care about the future. They care about today and what you're doing today. They can't even analyze certain stocks like Tesla because they can't price robo-taxis and stuff like that because it doesn't exist yet. So they have to see what's right in front of them. These are guys that just trade as opposed to invest. I'm not, a fan of Wall Street. I never have been. Anyway, there we go. So on its recent earnings, things are moving up. That looks promising. And they've even beat on earnings as well, but still losing. I think they're still losing money at that point there. Anyway, in fact, no, they were making money per share. Estimated 2 cents a share. They made 4 cents a share. That's good. All right, that's good. We like that. Now then, who is buying the stock? This is important metric because who is buying the stock tells you the sentiment of the stock. Ford investors are buying the stock. Well, Ford makes no money, never made any money. Don't know why anyone buys Ford, quite frankly. If you look at from 5-10 years ago, you're pretty much where you started. Doesn't make any money, like banks really. Ford, that's the sort of people that buy this company. That doesn't fill me with great confidence. Snap, hate Snap. Snapchat, rubbish, absolutely rubbish. Wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. GE, okay, yeah. Look, banks. See, experience. I didn't see that. I just said to you, banks. And Bank of America, classic example. Bank of America just go sideways for years. I don't know why anyone owns a bank stock, really. And airlines, not always that good either. So it gives you the sort of sentiment of who's buying the stock and whatever. Some latest news just a couple of days ago, GoPro shares rise 14% after their earnings. Yes, they would have done because that's moving in the right direction. We know that stocks don't always rise on positive earnings, though. It didn't produce enough, and it wasn't really as we know, the earnings isn't everything. It's about the forecasts of where the projections and where we're going in the future. That's what's more important. They obviously would have reported something like, we are raising guidance or something like that. Things looking good in the future, so we're okay. Anyway, let's move along and let's go a bit more in depth. I like to look at the website. The website represents the company. This is what the website looked like. I've had a quick browse through the website. It's better than we just looked at with another company, but not too bad at all. But we all know about GoPro, what it does. I'm a diver myself. I'm an open water diver, and I've used the products. I like the products, but it's not about the products at all. It's about, as an investor, can I make any money investing in this company? Well, that's what we're about to look at now with our software. So let's go straight into it. Here we go. Now, this is what's important. These are the numbers that we as investors are interested in. So this is the software that I use, along with other things. I have several software programs that I use, but this is one that we partner with. And we actually do analysis for stocks alongside Wall Street, alongside Bloomberg, Jim Cramer, CNBC. You'll see my reviews here on this website. So they regard my reviews as of some value. They put it here on the website, and you will see it here. Now, if you are one of my members, you can get a discount of 10% to this software that I use, essentially making my membership fee free. Pretty good. We always bring the best services to my members. It's what we're all about. However, I also have a referral link which you can use, which will get you the regular price on Alpha Spread as well. Just won't get you the discount because you're not one of my members, but I can refer you to using it, and you will see our reviews here on it. Okay, let's have a little look now. So we're going to start with the intrinsic value. Now, the intrinsic value is very, very important. It's like, for example, if I say to you, do you want to buy a can of Coke off me for $10? Well, you'd only pay $10 if it was the last can of Coke on the earth, there was no water, and it was the difference between you living and dying of thirst. You'd pay $10 for it, right? In the normal world, if Walmart's selling Coke for $1, you're not going to buy it off me for 10. That's the value. And there's no point overpaying for something, no matter how good it is. Now, I like to spend up to 25% overvaluation on a high growth stock like Tesla, for example, because there is an argument that a stock can grow into its price. However, how long does it take? Is your money locked up for too long? You don't want to pay any price. Don't pay any price for anything. You just become a fan, and you end up just getting sucked in, and all you end up doing is, pumping up the stock, and then it gets dropped, and now you're holding the bag. So you've got to do your research, and that's why I provide this service for my members, bring it to you all here in one place. So let's look at the intrinsic value, first of all, for GoPro. If the best case scenario is played out, and looking at all the numbers run through the system, we've looked at the valuation, we've looked at the profit, the loss, the balance sheet, the debt, margins, to give us these numbers. With everything perfect in a perfect world, low interest rates, everything great, no macro conditions like wars, we could say it's worth $12. So it's 76% undervalued. Base case, $12, I beg your pardon, Yeah. Base case, $6, undervaluation, 49%, looking good. Worst case scenario, 365, it's undervalued at 15%. Good. Okay, good. We can have what's called a value trap, though, where the numbers look good, but there's other metrics which we need to look at before we go, let's buy it. But so far, looks great. Wall Street give it 69%. Intrinsic value is looking good. Exceptional 3-year average ROIC looking good. Everything looks good so far. Historical profit 18%, current valuation 50%, price and valuation correlation 60%. Looking good so far. Was there better times to buy it? Where the valuation was better. Remember, the valuation it doesn't necessarily mean the lowest price. It means the company were making more profit at different points. So anyway, you can get an indication here of when was a good time and when was not. Okay. Moving on to the fundamental analysis of the company, over the last period, it's down 1% on its revenue. So it's dropped off a little bit, but it's $1 billion in revenue. 56 million is the operating income. And that's down 100%. All right. As you can see there, 47.7 net income is down 80%. Operating cash flow is down 51 million, which is down 490%. So a lot of drops here. Let's move on down to the balance sheet. The balance sheet looks relatively healthy. We've got a $1 billion in assets, and we've got 487 in liabilities. Obviously, we've got more assets than liabilities. The balance sheet is okay. We'd like to see it better than that, but it's not too bad. Long-term debt, 142 million. Okay, so it's got some debt, 142 long-term debt. Accounts payable, 119 million. And you can pause this video and zoom in a bit more if you want to and get some more detail there. But the balance sheet isn't too bad. Okay, the efficiency of the company. Now, the efficiency of the company is the moat. You talk about the moat. In other words, if margins get squeezed due to commodity prices going up, if you're Coca-Cola and sugar goes up in price, your margins can get squeezed because you're spending more on sugar, more on wages, more on whatever. Your margins get squeezed. A tech company, I don't know, but I think that's quite low for a tech company. They're making cameras and so on and so forth. I would like to see a higher margin than that. Now I need to compare that by going to other similar businesses, and you can do that. Look at other businesses and go, okay, well, this company makes cameras and they're making, like Sony, for example, 80%, 100%, I don't know. 32% sounds a bit tight to me, but maybe it's a very competitive market and there aren't massive margins in this, so they're looking for repeat business. So if you sell a camera and only make 32% profit, then maybe you sell lots of accessories and then you sell some more stuff. So you make lots of 32%. So there's that way of looking at it. Anyway, you need to look at that yourself. Operating margin is down 5%. That's exactly what I'm just talking about. Prices of their equipment and whatever it is they're using, plastics or whatever, have gone up, so their margins have been squeezed. And we can see, if we actually look, with the margins higher, yeah, there they go. It's right when I say stuff and then look back and go, see, I was right. Because I don't prepare these reviews. I do them live, okay? So, but I've got the experience. This is why I'm doing it for Alpha Spread. So if we look back, look, the margins have come down. They were at 40%. If we go back here to 2015, before COVID, before the war, we were look, 47%. So as you can see, margins are on the way down, and that's a worry. That means a moat's getting narrower, competition could take over, and so on. Anyway, the company in pretty good health. Profitability is 54, so they're making reasonable profits. However, for a tech company, if you look at Google, this is way up in the green because they're a software company, right? But tech companies should be able to make more profits than this. So this is a average score, right? It's amber. It's not green. It's not red. It's somewhere in the middle. Okay, it's okay, but it's subject to pressure. Solvency score 45%, which means it's not going bust. We learned that from the balance sheet. We know it's not going to go bust. So you can buy this thinking, GoPro isn't going to go bust. Is it going to return an investment though? There's no dividends here, just growth. The margins are going down. Is it got competition? Is it likely to improve? Is everybody all about sudden? Is everybody about to go out and buy GoPros? I don't know. Is there a reason why? Is there an Olympics coming up? Everybody wants to be the latest skier. You need to look at these outside metrics before you buy. Analysts do give it a good upside if things go well. There's potential in here. 42% on the low side, which is way more than the S&P. However, that doesn't mean that's going to happen, right? Things have got to go right for that to happen. We can look at the competition. You can do this yourself, and you can go and look and see other businesses in the competition. Ownership, nothing really major to report other than some inside trading from selling. People on the inside have been selling. Now, one thing I'd like to do, and I'm talking with Alpha Spread on this, is when we look at a number here and we can see the last transaction was August 16th, nothing since then. It was the CLO of the company, Saltman Eve T, who sold $18,000 worth of shares. Now, that was the last transaction. Now, from looking at the market cap, that looks very small to me. I don't know what their allocation is. However, I would like to know that. So something I'm asking Alpha Spread to do is when we see that, find out exactly how much of their shares that was. If that was 1 or 2%, doesn't matter. It's just tax. It's just regular trimming of the top. It's what all businesses do. However, if they've just sold 90% of their shares, they know something that we don't. No one's been buying the shares, which tells us there's no growth here. There's nothing. No one's getting excited about some new GoPro coming out that everybody wants to buy, and it's super duper, really great, super duper. Did I really just say super duper? That must make me 50 years of age plus, which is correct. I'm 54. There you go. Born in the 60s, super duper. Nobody under the age of 50 would know what super duper is. There you go. There's nothing super duper about it. No one's buying in at the stock at the moment. So nothing there, nothing major selling either. So nothing really great to say. But if we saw buying in, it means then they know there's about to become a new fantastic GoPro and the whole world are going to want to buy it. So they're getting in on it before. Anyway, let's do our final check. This is the back test. If you're going to buy any stock, you want to go, well, I could have bought the S&P without any risk whatsoever, and where would I be? Well, if you put $10,000 in 2015 in the S&P, you'd have 23 grand now. You'd have doubled your money. Was on GoPro, you're down to $397. So you wouldn't be very happy if you bought it when it IPO'd. Should you buy it now? It's been going sideways for the longest time. It's got small margins. It's not gonna go bust. It's okay. I don't know if it's going to return a profit I don't know if it's going to return a profit to a shareholder though. So my outlook on GoPro is sounds sexy and cool, and you probably use it and you probably like it and you think, I'd like to own GoPro. However, is it worth buying? I don't think so. I think there are better things to buy, better ways to make money. If I'm buying it, the only thing really I'd be looking to find out who or what is about to change the outlook. Are they suddenly going to make GoPros for EVs? Is there some correlation between Tesla? Are they going to put GoPros on Mars? I don't know. If not, why would you buy it? Doesn't pay a dividend. It's not going to go bankrupt, but doesn't make you any money either. There's my review for GoPro. If you like what I did, tap the like, look above my head, and down here in the links, you'll find the link to Alpha Spread. All members get a 10% discount, which basically gives my membership for free. If you use my referral and go to Alpha Spread, I get a small little tip for sending you there. Doesn't cost you anything, but it helps support the channel. Even if you sign up for a basic package, as a non-member, you'll pay the full price. Members get a discount. And all my links, social media, newsletters, it's all over there. More reviews. I do reviews for every stock on Alpha Spread, and they share it on their website. Over here, you can find more videos and reviews I think you'll find interesting. There's my review on GoPro. Do you like it? Are you in it? As always, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.